Looks like a very stylish shmup. It too has we've been playing two shmups in a row that have a sort of grayscale aesthetic, although this one clearly has potentially more liberal use of its accent color. Did it just launch in the background? It sure did. The machine world of Molybdeon has fallen into disarray as Nidhogg eats the root of the planet. Unending wars rage on the surface. And machines fight endlessly in the sky above. These graphics remind me of like a mix of Zero Ranger, but also Operation Logic Bomb. Forged in the flames of conflict, a new being of steel emerged. A true avatar of the chaos and fury tearing the world apart. Amidst the frenzy, a lone machine fights against all odds. It's Phil Collins. One against all, it represents the last hope of the planet. Lilac 0. Alright, before we jump into the game, let's look at the Steam page, actually. The machine world of Molybdeon has fallen into disarray as Nidhogg eats the root of the planet. Unending wars rage on the surface. Slice your way through hordes of metallic foes in 5 frantic levels, defeat fearsome bosses, and dodge countless bullets in this vintage vertical shoot-'em-up. It's actually funny that, like, the in-game intro is actually, like, the first couple sentences here are pretty much a reflection of that. About this game, the machine world of Molybdeon has fallen into disarray as... Okay, that's also the same 2 sentences. That's the same 3 sentences. That's exactly the same as the text that was up here. Okay. Key features. 2 playable characters for different playstyles, 3 difficulty levels for broader accessibility, 5 increasingly complex levels, overkill enemies to gain more score. Oh, that's interesting. Choose between 8 different color palettes. So many people pick the wrong form of the word palette. It's palette, P-A-L-E-T-T-E. Enjoy the chiptune metal soundtrack by Withered Media, a vintage pixel art and CRT style evocative of the arcade era. So yeah, that's one of the things that I actually take issue with, is like, if you look at this menu right now, it is forcing, like, sort of like dot matrix and CRT effects. And you can see it even more obviously now. I'm not sure if you can turn that off. Oh, you can. Okay. Okay, so you can. I did not notice the sub-menu, so that's my bad. So that's great. Oh yeah, no, it's really, that's one of those words that's really easy to, like, reverse which letter I'm supposed to double. Yeah. Oh, and we do have a full screen option, too. Which almost feels like I'm just turning on distraction-free mode, because it's not even resizing the window, it's keeping it pixel perfect. I can kind of respect that. It's just blacking the rest of the screen, but okay, that works. And actually... Oh, screen shake. Oh, that's pretty neat. So, like, they have an icon for it because they couldn't fit the word there, although I feel like you could have just written the word above it. But they have, like, a tooltip sort of thing at the top of the UI. That's awesome that they have a screen shake slider too, because that was something I immediately wondered. And then you can change your color palette right here. So lilac, presumably the default. Green orange. I wonder what that might be a reference to. I did say it was reminding me a little bit of Zero Ranger. There's also Game Boy. So, I mean, I can see why they would want to still keep the orange, because, like, they need the accent, they need the contrast, which is, like, good. Like, don't destroy your contrast for the sake of your, you know, of the, you know, thought process of the Game Boy aesthetic here. But, of course, like, Game Boy wouldn't have had the orange. Here's your green-orange. I would say that actually looks bluer than... just a hair bluer than Zero Ranger, because, like, Zero Ranger's green actually is kind of, like, teal, sort of. So I think that's what it's going for. Monolith? Oh, they have to rename that for legal purposes, right? It's Star of Providence now. I'm assuming that's what that's a reference to. Eerie Nectar, Citrank, Abyss, Electric Grape, That drink is kind of cool. I can kind of appreciate that one, but it kind of destroys the original orange, so let's stick with the original for now. But yes, very glad to see this entire menu, actually. And you can focus the close button. I can also just press B to get out. There's also, again, independent sound and music sliders, like in the previous game I was playing. And actually, I should, maybe adjust these? This seems very quiet right now. Maybe it'll end up being less quiet when we get into things, though. And then we've got keyboard and controller. So we've got shoot, lock, dash, pause. The question is, what button is this? I remember, so I opened this the other day to test it, and I think I customized it then, and it probably just didn't save in the demo. So that's fine. I have no idea what button 10 is. Oh, that is button 10. Okay. It's the right bumper on the Xbox controller. So dash, I think, defaults to B, and I'm changing it to X. But I wonder... That actually... So dash is also your menu back out button. So when you change dash, it changes your back out control. Okay. I think that's it for options. Let's look at what the score screen looks like. Okay, we've got... Okay, so I guess your difficulties are Novice, Arcade, and Master. And they've got different, Okay, wait a minute. So the icon at the bottom, is that supposed to be like a mechanized skull, and it's like asleep, and then the bubble is popping? And then it's real shit? That's pretty good, actually. Alright. So... I guess the dash in itself might be an attack? I don't think I've actually... I probably did watch the trailer back on, like, Sunday or something, or Monday, and I don't remember it. So it's gonna be a little bit of a surprise to me, but, like, they did say, like, slice through enemies, right? And our guy here seems to have a chainsaw. Or like, a chainsaw sword. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Let's actually start the timer. So here's our two characters. You can actually, so I like this demo already better than the previous one I was playing, because the previous one I was playing did not let you select difficulty, and this one seems to. There is a tutorial, or you can skip to level 1, okay. And, oh, we might only have access to one character in the demo, or maybe initially or something, so Rairaku is our character. Let's start on the middle difficulty, and let's do the tutorial. Okay, so if you use the analog stick, you do have some degree of speed control, but there is a really, really big dead zone. So that might be another thing to make configurable. Allow configuring the dead zone, because the dead zone feels like it's like 50% or something. I'm just gonna use the D-pad. Oh, was I? Yeah, I guess I should shoot that guy. That's your dash. And your dash has a big cooldown. That's the second meter up there. Scan to move slower and target enemies released to deal damage. I need to tell EI about this game. 1, because it has Zero Ranger references, but 2, because it has targeting. Like, that's just EI's thing. Oh, and it does, like, slice and dice. Okay. Oh, but the tutorial is, like, hard-coded to show dash as the right face button. Dashing also makes you invulnerable. Use it to dodge projectiles. I ran myself out of meter. I still ran myself out of meter. Well, I failed that part of the tutorial. Scanning and dashing award more points and contribute to your style rating. Good luck. So you're gonna have to strategize where you use dashing. Oh yeah, the background here is like the grid patterns down there. This is reminding me of like the first stage of Zero Ranger, I think. Okay, I need to be like prepared to dash in the correct direction, and I really need to like pay attention to my dash meter. I would really like there to be a... Okay, there's a sound when you recharge. That's cool. And I need to... Oh, you get like the slice graphics? Alright, cool. Wait, how do you... I need to remember that it's a separate button to target. Alright, so I already died. I wish that there was like, if your dash isn't fully charged, have a meter near your character so that I can see how uncharged it is. That would be super helpful. I need to get used to the targeting. There's like little subtle sound effects. Oh, shit. You cannot one-shot these guys in any way, shape, or form. This is taking some getting used to. Oh, and I just bonked into a dude right as he came onto the screen. Damn. It would be nice to have a cursor on next to restart or give up also, because you have to, like, assume which color is selected. Can I just restart? Yeah. It's like, if I'm targeting things, I don't even, like, targeting is more of a waiting game than anything else, because, like, once your targeting reticle grows, it's the entire screen anyway. I think I barely got him in the nick of time. I didn't mean to use my dash there. Oh, yeah, right. I keep expecting to be able to use the dash more than twice. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to kill those guys, because, like, I guess I'm not using my regular shot, and I should be. Wait, why are they red? Excuse me, why are you... There's so many cowards in this game, too. So EI's gonna love this, Mr. Bond's gonna hate it. Because it has Zero Ranger references, it has lock-on, and it has cowards. See, there's another one, like I said. I'm assuming that those spikes... Oh. I was paying attention to the spikes in the clouds and assuming they were dangerous. And I got killed by something else that was way more obviously dangerous than the spikes in the clouds. Oh, wait, they get... Oh, that was sliced from the lock-on. Okay, I get it. Right, they can get sliced either from the dash or the lock-on. Like, locking on feels more like a rhythm than actively needing to focus on locking on. You might not be able to lock onto the red things. Okay, that time we actually got him. What? Did I get that? No, it's gone. I couldn't see it because of the clouds. Like, dude, if you're gonna give me a freaking hit point restoration power-up, you gotta make me see it. It's like, I saw it, I didn't pick it up because it's like 10 times faster than it has the fucking Twin Cobra problem of power-ups are twice as fast as you are. I don't know what that sound... Oh, that was the dash recharge. I guess I'm not getting that guy? I'm assuming the clouds are dangerous. I should test that at some point. Oh, I was wondering what that was, because, like, that's not my targeting doing that. Well, we managed to get to a boss. Oh, it's this guy again. Excuse me. Oh no, it's got a phase 2. Oh shit! That's not how I interpreted those warning signs. Oh, well, I'm dead. I'm not dead? I thought I was dead. Go! I'm dead. Oh, was that a double K? Oh no, do bosses in this have an asshole restoration move that will absolutely fucking kill you the first time you play them, so you have to play the entire game over again? I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, it might not outright kill you, but I was, like, down to one shot, presumably. I'm actually surprised that lasted that long. And again, this is the arcade, like, this is the medium difficulty. Presumably the quote-unquote intended difficulty. Okay, yeah, there's even a warning when those guys come in, actually. I feel like I might want to put my shot button on a shoulder button, too. Like, I feel myself, like, trying way too hard to press the shot button, but also be, like, constantly... Okay, that time I picked that up. Like, really, just don't obscure the power-up, please. Yeah, okay, it's showing warning signs before the cloud spikes, too, so yeah, I'm pretty sure those are actively dangerous. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize he died. I was gonna get hit by something there, clearly. I'm just gonna get hit by everything, then. Well, alright, we didn't quite make... That boss is just constantly a jerk throughout the whole stage. Alright, I want to go... What happens if I just... Oh, you can't... It doesn't let you go to end without writing a name? Can I actually type with the keyboard? No. How many letters do we get? I can't wrap around... Okay, at least... Alright. I cannot believe that the most feature requests I have are coming within 5 seconds of each other at the high score screen. I won't necessarily ask you to make it possible for me to type with the keyboard, but make the cursor able to wrap, allow me to enter a blank name, like put in a default, and put in a repeat rate so that I don't have to literally frickin' mash the goddamn button to go across the entire thing. Okay, you do have more than 3 letters to work with. Thank you for playing the demo of Lilac 0. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider adding the game to your Steam wishlist to stay updated on the upcoming release. Is this the one that I saw with a release date? This is the one that I saw with a release date, and it's in, like, a week? But yeah, this seems, like, reasonably polished, so that makes sense. Okay, out of curiosity... well, okay, what I actually wanted to do was mess with the controls, which I probably could have done without, like, exiting the game. So the only thing about this is you cannot bind it to a trigger button on the Xbox gamepad, presumably because it's an axis, and you can only actually bind it to buttons. Oh, and if you try to bind it to a button that's already bound, it'll actually prevent you. It's like, yo, this is already bound over here. I'm gonna try doing this. And see how that feels. Maybe lock on a button wouldn't be... Like, on a face button wouldn't be that bad. It's kind of set. It's like, I almost feel like I want all of these things, besides pause, to be on one of the shoulder buttons. Like, dash could make sense for that, too. But dash and button 2 makes sense. Now, here's the problem. If I change this to button 10, and I save... Yeah, that's a... Now I have to use the shoulder button in menus, so that's kind of unfortunate. Oh, that's true. I never think about that. So now I have to go back with the face button, but go forward with basically the R button. Alright, let's try Novice, just to see how that compares. Oh, I meant to skip the tutorial. I forgot that you have to actually go down to the tutorial and, like, hit the, It would be cool if there was a way to, like, fix that. Like, have an option in the menu to skip the tutorial if you accidentally went into the tutorial. Or, like, make level 1 the default. Maybe if let me see what happens if I select level 1 here. And then we come back to that menu later. Maybe it'll default to that. Oh, I forgot they come in. Let me restart. Maybe... I have another idea for what I might want to do. Yeah, so the red ones can't be... The orange ones can't be targeted. I didn't realize they were in that wave, too, and that kind of immediately demonstrates it. You didn't die still? Okay, I definitely want to change my controls again. That's not working out. So let's try... Let me just reverse shoot and dash. And then we'll put lock back where I had it. And then I just have to remember that X is advance and A is go back, which is really weird. Oh, come on. That guy shot... Wait, how is my health that low now? Didn't I get hit once? Wait, my health is already at medium to begin with. Okay. I did not realize that until now. Okay, so your health starts at 3. There's actually, like, separate gradient pieces there. But yes, that guy will absolutely point blank you. He does not respect the Geneva Convention of Shmups. Yeah, so you're gonna want to, like, prioritize dashing orange dudes. I don't know if that dude has, like, a visible life bar. Okay, yeah, so now I have 4. And it's nice, it actually does give you a number along with the, with your health bar. And same with the dashes, actually. What? Oh. I didn't mean to do that and not hit the dude. Whoa, I got lucky there. Are they just leaving? So actually, one thing I haven't really been, like, taking particular note of is, like, how has this differed? Ow, jeez. Like, what is the difference between Novice and Arcade? Oh. I'm not expecting the random frickin' missiles. You really just have to, like, go up to the top of the screen. Miss, kill, and style. Style was only B. I am wondering how much you need to, and I got a B minus. Actually, yeah, even the grades are arguably kind of a Zero Ranger. I mean, I don't know if they're intentionally referencing it there, but Zero Ranger does grades also. At least in White Vanilla. I forget if, like, the original campaign does it. Okay, we survived. Pretty decent start that they're on here. This seems pretty promising. So how long does that first stage take? Probably, like, somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes? I'm just thinking, like, it's probably a sub-half-hour shmup. Which, like, you know, some shmups are that short, but you have, like, your ranges of shmups. You got some that are, like, 20 to 25 minutes. Some that are, like, 40 to 45, and some that are over a frickin' hour. And I'm guessing this is going to be in the sub-half-hour range. But obviously, there's gonna be, like, going for style points. That you've got the three-letter ranking system. So there'll be some amount of replayability in that. And again, like, the fact that you can... Whoops, I didn't mean to go back in there. The fact that you can, like... They start you with the CRT option on, but you can turn it off, is definitely appreciated. Should we try a different, color scheme? So Monolith is basically Lilac, except more blue. I do kind of like this one. I don't know if this one is a reference to something. I feel like I feel like now my eyes have adjusted to the default, though, and all of the other ones are going to be, like, harder on my eyes than the default. Actually, the Monolith one is the closest to the original. Even that, though, like, there's a slight chromatic shift, because, like, the selected option becomes, like, red instead of orange. So, yeah, it's funny how much your eyes have to adjust to a new palette. Alright, let's do green-orange once, because it'll be funny. Let's go to Master, just to, like, appreciate... It did go back to tutorial first, actually, by the way. So, like, you have to remember to skip the tutorial every time. That feels like something to maybe build in more ergonomics to, because, like, once you've been through the tutorial, you probably don't... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me restart. That was me pushing the wrong button. Okay, yeah, enemies shoot a lot more. It might be the same enemies and just more bullets. Don't ask me how I made it through that. I am not expecting to survive this. I am here mostly to, like, observe the difference. And going from the easiest difficulty to the hardest difficulty is probably the easiest way to do that. Oh, I guess I asked for that. Oh my god, I'm already dead. Yeah, they do not respect the Geneva Convention of shmups whatsoever in this game, so, like, take that under advisement. Do not be near enemies, ever. Okay, it does remember your name the previous time. Oh, and wait a minute, hang on. You can type. I didn't know that. You can focus the actual line, and then you can type. So you can do that. You don't have to use the thing down here whatsoever. I want to say when I first typed in my name the first time, it focused down here to begin with. But it actually just focused up there. It pre-entered my previous name, and it focused up here so I could actually just type. And I presume... I was hoping that, like, if I pressed, you know, the shoot button, it would just accept it, but it doesn't. So, like, that's a bit of a problem. I have to actually go to my keyboard and press enter. Nope, that enter didn't work either. Wait, I can't press enter to accept it. So, it focuses that, so I can type it quickly, but then I have to go down here to... Wait, what? If I go down to the last line here and I press right, my intent is to go to space and then end much more quickly than I would have to by going through here. The problem is, when you get here and you press right, it goes up there. When you get down here and press right, it goes up there. So there is no quick way to get to end. So, like, there's some ergonomics in the high score screen, but they are missing a whole bunch of... I am still completely astounded that the majority of my feedback to this game is the frickin' high score name entry. Which is kind of hilarious. Like, could you just make that better, please? Okay, so it always defaults to arcade, it always defaults to tutorial. If it could remember your last choices here, that might be helpful. I guess as you unlock... I'm wondering if this means that, like, as soon as you unlock more levels in the full game, they will be selectable here, and this effectively also becomes practice then? But then... I don't know if that gets distinguished at all on the high score screen, so that would be my question then. It's like, normally you see shmups have a separate practice mode for stage select, but then Ghana Blade, which I've been playing for the last 3 months in Shmup Book Club, also lets you select level right from the main menu. So it's actually kind of more like this. Wait, did it reset my color scheme too? Hang on. Or did my eyes just already adjust? I probably didn't need to... Probably didn't need to back out all the way. No, it did. I definitely... Wait. No, it didn't. It just initially selected Lilac when I came in here. No, it was actually on this. It doesn't reflect what's currently selected at all. Like, if you're just looking at those, how do you know which one's selected? You don't. So having... Yeah, how would you indicate that? You would need, like, a different frame on the one that's selected, maybe, or something? Like, you should give some indication of which one's selected here right now. So it's like, which one did I select again? And you have to go here to, like, oh, okay, it was that one. So, like, unnecessary cognitive overload. Okay. We'll try arcade one more time. But, like, I keep pressing the wrong button, dude. I stopped playing the game for 5 minutes, and I forgot what my buttons were. I see it does start flashing when it's about to die. Whoops. Okay, now the phase that I'm never ready for. Oh, they are one shot. Okay. That guy only peeks out for a tiny little bit of time. And I guess the clouds might be safe as long as there isn't, you know, warning circles coming out of it. And I guess you can target faster by being closer to things, so there is that. Ah, I should have dodged. I like how it was still letting me lock on, actually. I wonder if you can interrupt the desperation attack. AAB, I'll take it. That's an improvement. And that was on the second difficulty. Okay. There's still no good way to end this, is there? No, there really isn't. I cannot believe that. Okay. Not bad, though. I guess I'll stop this there. It's pretty cool what it's trying to do. It takes a little bit getting used to. I'm sure I am not, like, playing correctly. Actually, does it show the breakdown of grades in here? No, it just shows the full grade. And you can't, like, drill into it. Wait. Trying to figure out how the scrolling here works? Because if I hold a button on my D-pad, nothing happens. But if I tap up, then it scrolls down. I can't believe I still have more feedback about the high score screen. Also, it's like focusing arcade, but... like, as soon as I press it down once, it focuses arcade. But if I keep pressing down, then it scrolls back up. So that's a little bit wonky, too. Also, in addition to going from sleeping to awake to real shit, like, the eye is growing, so, like, it's, you know, obviously it's, you know, the eye is supposed to be kind of closed over here, then it's open, and then it's, like, wide. And also the mouth is opening more. So now, like, now the mouth is, you know, and now the mouth is like, ah! So, you know, this is like Larry King mouth, I don't know. But yeah. Definitely a promising start. I actually got a better grade on Arcade than I did on Novice. But, like, the difference is much more noticeable going to Master, I feel like. I have no idea what Rewards is. I guess you have to get their debit card to find that. No, I don't know. We'll have to find out if that's just an achievements menu, or if there's more to it than that. Maybe you unlock more pallets or something. Doesn't, forget if Zero Ranger did that. What game did that? I mean, I've probably seen a couple of games that did that. Undercroft Warriors might have done it. Can't remember what else I've played that does that. And then, of course, there is supposed to be a second character. I don't know, and it's supposed to be, like, a different playstyle, so I'm curious about that. Don't know what it is right now. But yeah, this seems like one worth wishlisting at some point. Or wishlisting to look at some point, I should say. So, Lilac Zero, pretty solid.